Alright, hello everyone! Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Welcome back to the Wingalet here in Fontaine. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is the boat that Risley used to save everyone during the Great Flood, during the Fontaine crisis. Now it gets to enjoy being back on the surface again with some new ownership, or at least a new renter or leaser for now. So we're back in town for the Fontinalia Film Festival, helping Xavier and Farina on their next film, which is going to be featuring none other than, ta-da! Columbina is finally getting to travel around the world freely and just see all the sights. And so it sounds like this film is going to be based around Columbina herself, as well as her longing search for Sandrone, or at least to retrace Sandrone's steps and just remember her life. Little does she know, although I'm pretty sure she'll find out pretty soon, Sandrone is the one who rented out this ship as a big show to have all these excuses to be able to start digging for Alain Guillotin's original home where she used to live when Alain first created her before he passed away. Looking to see if there's any secrets he had left for her, but without the necessary permits, gotta pretend we're fishing instead. So that's what we've been up to over here. But yeah, wait till 2 days later. Sweet Lolly's also here too. I love it's the Narcissencore's music in here. But and yeah, I like how the aquarium that is just like a front for the whole operation already has like logos and everything. Yay! Oh my gosh, so many fishy fishes! Whoa! Uh-oh. Well, I didn't want to start this right now. Yeah, that's right. So the event this time, the event gameplay is going to be running the aquarium and I'm sure taking care of the fish and filling it with more fish and bringing visitors in. Oh my gosh, that manta ray loves us. It wants out right now.
Sandrone doesn't mind. We should definitely catch some more fishies and make this place extra beautiful.
If you want to go ahead and make it a real aquarium and not just a front, go for it. That's basically what she said.
You two. Come over here.
Hello.
Huh? Is everything alright? Here. This is for you.
Oh?
What is it? It's an underwater mobility device I've been working on. Huh? Wow. It's so kind of you, Sandrone.
Thank you so much.
It's just a simple mechanical device. I saw the way you were catching fish and... how should I put this? It seemed somewhat unsophisticated.
Yeah.
To be perfectly
I
frank,
mean,
I found it quite
I can
difficult
imagine
to watch.
so. But that's probably how most people across Tevat are catching fish. And like, to be fair, I hope the technology is good in terms of like, at least we shouldn't be like, you know, like trawl netting all the fish in the lake. Just picking a few that we know we can give happy and healthy lives, right?
Was it really?
Yeah, so yeah, that makes it sound really
it was
bad.
inefficient, unskilled, and completely and utterly inelegant.
Ah, well, I'm sorry we subjected you to that.
No need to apologize. Everyone has their own ways of doing things. But seeing as you plan to keep adding to the aquarium, it might be best if you use this device. The waters of Fontaine are home to more than just harmless ornamental fish. There are plenty of predators who could do you some real harm. This device will not only help you fish, it'll also help you flee.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to use it.
All right. Oh, and if you're going for a swim, go now. And don't forget to tell me what you think of the device. I can always make more adjustments if you have any feedback.
Sounds good. Did she make those gear eyes for herself? It sounds like she repaired herself. So, oh, wait, we're doing this now? Oh. Continue? I guess I should... No, we want to do the story today. Operation failed! No! They make it sound so bad! I'm not ready to start managing a whole aquarium. That's a lot of responsibility. I just wanted to see what our aquarium looked like before I... What? Oh, I see. That's where we go and do the diving from. No, I just wanted to go see what our aquarium looked like. That's all. That's all. Management details. Okay. Operation Deep Dive. Alright, we're gonna be doing that soon. Oh my gosh, little fishies. You don't look like you have that much space in there, considering how large you are. Oh, I feel kind of bad. I feel like they should be in this big tank. At least they'll have more room to roam. Anyway, they're just imaginary fishies and rays and jellyfish and crabs. You know, they're... No need to stress out too much. Oh my gosh, look, Sandrone can have her tea parties here. Isn't that great? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I am hoping that the winglet stays after the event, but I'm realizing they might make it go away after the event. Because unlike Honkai Star Rail, they're not gonna let us keep our aquarium and just have it in the world, I think. When Sandrone's done with it, we're done. There'll be no more left. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Sunny Summer Fontinalia. Fontinalia film! That's right, we're gonna be doing part 2, Those We Have Lost. Before meeting her friends, she seemed intent on resolving her own errors first. That sounds like her, Sandrone. And we're gonna get a free Charlotte! And also... the new Charlotte outfit, Her Luck Variations. Oh, she was a cat with her! That's adorable. Alright. Well, without further ado, I'm ready to start with the next part of the story, so... Let's go! Night and day passes along, and now... There we go.
Sandrone said that if everything goes smoothly, we should be able to pinpoint the exact location of her home today. Let's head to the Winglet and meet up with her.
Sounds good. So today, huh? Even though it looks like there's 3 acts of the story? Interesting. What will happen in Act 3? Oh, maybe the film will happen in Act 3. That will make sense. Alright. What's going on, Sandrone?
Ah, you're here. We should get going then. Xavier and the others should be filming soon.
How's it going? Have you managed to figure out the location of your home yet?
I've narrowed down a few potential locations. We just need to take a sample from each one. Once the equipment analyzes them, we should know the exact location and where to find the entrance.
Great! We should get started then.
Let's do it. So is it... So she said it's probably underwater now, right? I love how we can just talk normally underwater now. I feel like at the beginning they had to made it like... Oh, like we had to like... We talk with like bubble speech or we couldn't talk normally underwater. Now we just can.
That should do it.
Which makes things a lot easier.
The filming should be just about done.
Wait, did you not find it?
We need good time. We might even know the location by the end of the day.
You sound pretty happy about that.
Do
I hear a blubber beast.
I suppose I've just had enough of these anomalies I've been dealing with. The sooner I can fix them, the better. Anyway, enough chit-chat. We have work to do. Oh, but let's head in through the side door. I don't want to run into the crew on the deck.
Okay. But I think Columbina already knows that you're here. It might not be long before you must face her again.
All right. Now we just need to wait for the results. Since we have some time to kill, I suppose I might as well see how this aquarium of yours is coming along. You seem
but I haven't added anything to it. I just showed you. I was like...
It's really coming together.
Oh, thanks for selling us well, Paimon. Those we have lost. Oh. Go to the aquarium below? We've not added anything, as you just witnessed. But that's rather generous then. You think so? This way? Really? No, I think it's below us. Yeah. No, the stairs is on the other side, and then we have to go down and then back in this direction. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, the winglet is cool. And I see Lolly came up these stairs, so where exactly is her room? That's the other thing I was thinking, is like... Where is Lolly's room? This is the way out of the ship. to do our deep dive. Oh, what is this place? This looks like... Oh, it's another aquarium! Oh my gosh. They're so generous to let me swim with my own fishies. They don't even get scared away. Usually they get scared away if I swim with them. But look at them. They're just happy to swim with me. Wait, can I like dive as well? No, you can't dive. But it still has the Fontaine property if you can't drown. You just can't dive. Alright. Oh, how do I get out? No. You didn't put a ladder for the silly humans that might fall into the tank with no railing? I thought it would be like a pool for humans or something. But it's more fishies, and they look like those ones look like they're very content with the space they have. Alright. See what we got here. Well, we already saw like nothing. Got nothing down here.
Oh, kind of impressive, actually.
I'm sorry.
These must be the ones we caught the first time we went underwater.
Ah, yeah.
Like it?
Do you like my empty
fine, I guess.
aquarium?
Nothing
That
special.
when I wanted to start the story, I didn't fill it with
Like
fish
you
yet.
really liked it just now.
You're that proud of it? Is this a sense of accomplishment or something?
Well, yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that?
And it's pretty.
Can't we enjoy our work?
You know it's gonna be gone soon, though, right?
What do you mean?
No, the winglet's gonna go back underwater.
After the festival, this ship will be returned to the fortress of Meropede, and this aquarium will be no more.
Oh, look at that fish back there. Well, it's gonna be beautiful while it lasted. Then the fish.
So, no matter how much work you put into this place, once the festival is over, it's
Well,
all just
then at
going
least
to
I know the
disappear.
fishies will get to go back home to the ocean, to the lake
Ultimately,
soon.
having a chance is an even bigger waste.
Yeah, I agree with Paimon. A lot of things in this world are
If you know it's
temporary.
all
That
going to
doesn't
be
mean
gone
that they're
one
not
day,
worth doing.
Why even bother?
Well, because
Come on, Paimon, you can think of a better
you still
comeback.
get to keep the things you gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced.
Yeah, what Ether said.
Doesn't that make losing them even harder?
Well,
if you put it like that,
yeah, I'm sure you would love to talk to the Raiden Shogun.
the happy memories we make along the way last forever. You
Yeah.
just have to take a more glass half full perspective. Not to mention, everything we do here is gonna be on film, so it'll still live on in some
Yeah,
shape or form.
hopefully Xavier will
And
include.
when you look back
our
on it,
aquarium in the
only
film.
happy memories will come to mind.
Why are you challenging me on this? Yes.
So it's about finding joy in the process itself.
Okay, as long as she understands our perspective.
Traveler! You're back already?
You're not in your jammies, Amur?
What's wrong with that? You say that like it's terrible news or something.
How did you get here? I didn't see you on the deck. Oh, never mind. We need to help Miss Guillotin hide ASAP. The crew is heading over here to shoot any second.
What? They should be done by
Not
now.
only that, they want to film our aquarium.
There was a mishap earlier that cost them some time. I was waiting on deck so I could warn you the minute you showed up.
That's why
Anyway,
Sandrone
you
needs
should
some
head
more
back to the
staff
captain's
here.
cabin right away. They're gonna be here any minute now. Ugh, finally! That's a wrap for the scenes on the
Oh,
deck.
I love Columbina
Wouldn't have
dancing
taken half
through.
as long if the wind hadn't snapped our equipment in two.
Oof, okay.
Too late.
You guys need cell phones in this
Change your
era.
plans then. You'll just have to hide.
Or, since there's no place to hide, let's be honest, we've been so sad for Columbina this whole time. We know at some point in the story they will be reunited. And I really want to see Columbina find Sandrone here.
Hide! And where exactly am I supposed to do that?
Well, we should have just spent longer out there.
There's a box over there. You can get in that.
A box?
Huh? You expect me to...
Do I need my makeup done for the next scene too?
For the love of...
Does she ever wear makeup?
Let me see. Maybe just a quick touch-up.
Traveler and Paimon? What are you doing here? I thought you took the day off to take care of something.
And that something was...
Oh,
filling up the aquarium.
Didn't take as long as we were expecting.
Yeah,
so
because that's the
we'll see
whole
back
thing we're
early.
doing here anyway,
What
right?
about you
Come on,
guys?
Paimon, we have a
You're
great
still not
excuse.
done shooting for the day?
No, we ran into an issue that, set us back. It meant Miss Charlotte's crew wasn't able to wrap either. We both still have scenes to shoot in this aquarium.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry then I haven't
not
filled up the...
ideal.
No, I should have
For
just, like,
several
filled up
reasons.
the aquarium.
Let's help then. The sooner we wrap, the sooner everyone can get some rest.
You're just gonna... I don't know if you guys have CGI yet, but you're gonna have to put some fish in.
Miss Charlotte's crew can go first then. If I'm not mistaken, you still have a night shoot later. Thanks, Director Farina!
Oh, you guys are so work together
Of
so
course.
well.
Fellow artists should help each other out where we can.
Agreed. Well then, camera, lights, get set up. Actors, give your lines a quick once-over. Let's try to get this in one take.
I saw Emily and
All
Navia over
right,
there.
places, everyone. And 3, 2, 1, action.
So, the story ends like this. But when Duke Saint Germanus departed, he clearly said that everything was beyond redemption.
Huh? That sounds familiar. Wait, it's from that novel I came across while researching the numerological array.
He's only a genius when it comes to mechanics. And everything else, he's just an ordinary person.
Tch.
Huh? What was that noise? Whatever, I'll just
Yeah,
fix
you
it in
gotta be
post.
quieter,
Mr.
Sandrone.
Koba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice.
Not so hard. This box isn't sturdy enough for that.
What if the box
This
is
why I
actually
keep
part of
saying,
the
don't put
one
too
of the
much
props
trust in
in the
Clockwork
scene?
Mecha. Unlike humans, machines don't have a heart.
You're gonna trigger her. No.
A heart?
That's right. It's what's on the inside. It's also referred to as someone's soul, or likened to free will.
She's gonna have a arc just like Wanderer. The two artificial beings, the two harbingers. Learning what it's like to be human and have desires and have a heart. I see how this is going to be.
You can think of it as a person's core, what makes them unique. In general, though, people don't believe machines are capable of having a soul.
You said my emotion module was faultless.
It is, but that's not quite the same thing.
Do you think I have one then? A heart?
I don't think so. I know so.
Aww. He
The
knows
question
he
is,
created
do you recognize it within
a
yourself?
true living being of able to feel emotion and love.
That's where you're wrong.
Thanks, Navia.
I can't believe this. Forcing me to hide in a box and listen to this drivel.
I wish if you were a robot you could unplug your ears.
Clocks tick through tranquil years. Fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how
I love how I only have
one.
one tank of fish,
will
so that's the
fade
only
away
one they
like
can
this.
use.
Forlorn. Wordless. Silent.
And cut.
That was a long one. What did you think?
If she makes them do another take, I'm going to flip a lid. And not just the one to this box.
Well, there were some weird audio things going on, but acting-wise, it was great. It's a keeper.
Yay!
Perfect. That means I can get out of this box.
It's our turn.
No, Columbina!
Camera operator, set up for the next scene.
No, Ether's like, uh-oh. He can feel Sandrone just getting completely fed up.
In this one, our protagonist peruses an aquarium in a foreign land and gets swept up in memories of her friend. So, in terms of lighting, That's the vibe we're going for. Got that?
Got it.
Shoot. Paimon thought there'd be a break and Sandrone could slip away. What are we gonna do now?
Well, Sandrone's just gonna have to wait a little longer. Guess she's gonna have to hang in there a little longer. Well, at least... I'm assuming she's somewhat like Wanderer. At least she doesn't need to eat or breathe if the situation is too bad to be able to do either of those things. I'm assuming, right? You think Alain Guillotin's work... I feel like Alain Guillotin's work is on par with the level of the Conrians in Raiden Shogun. So, hopefully Sandrone can just tough it out. Though, I wish that she could unplug her hearing modules.
Break a leg!
And just put herself
Yep.
to sleep.
We're headed off to shoot our next scene.
Alright, see ya!
All right, quiet on set. We're about to start rolling. Ready, Miss Columbina? Miss Columbina.
Do you think Sandra... Also, although Columbina mostly can sense things with Kuvaki when she's in Nod Cry, don't you think literally being like 5 feet away from Sandrone might be close enough for her to sense?
I think she would like this.
Aw.
Quick, we should roll on this.
Yep, roll.
It doesn't forage with the others, or prey upon its smaller kin. Instead, it remains where it is, cradled in the coral's quiet beauty, as though the raging cyclones above are of no consequence.
Aw.
And yet, she still stood before the cyclone in the end.
Aw.
So I think that story has it wrong. She is no different than us. She has a heart.
Columbina recognizes
Columbina.
her heart. Oh, she said it! Sandrone.
Oh, is she onto us?
What is she doing?
Is she in there?
Cut!
No, don't cut. You can cut it later. How did she make it out?
Oh, yes. I just thought...
Why don't we take a short break? It's been a long day of shooting so far. That last take was beautifully organic, though. We can use it as is. No need to go again.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Director Farina.
That came
But
straight
I'm
from the
fine
heart.
to continue.
You're sure? In that case, let's shoot some quick B-roll. Then we can move to our next
Wait, did I just
outdoor
see her
scene.
back? No, that was Shiori back there. Where did Sandrone go? How did she...
Her in the clear this time.
I'm sure...
Ugh! Absolutely suffocating.
How did you hide? How did you do that?
Hey, Sandrone?
Right as rain.
Oh, right
Come
as
on,
rain. That's what
Let's
Alan
go check
used to
the
say.
test results. It's time for me to go home.
Oh, I see. I think Columbina checked that box instead of this box. That was a close one. Oh, Columbina. Seems it's not time for them to be reunited just yet. Oh. But Columbina, being friends with a girl who is a machine, knows that that's not true. Even machines can have a heart. In fact, look, Wanderer, Inefa, Sandrone, all of these mechanical life forms that we've met. Who, I think Lauma has a line about Inefa that says she's more human than many humans are. And I think that's an incredible perspective too, is that these beings have enough of a mind and consciousness and empathy to have the same kinds of wishes and desires and emotions that we do, and that shouldn't be discounted. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I guess it's us, the Traveler. I mean, and not that I don't think Charlotte and Navia really think that. They're just reading from the script. But the Traveler has so many friends from all sorts of different backgrounds. So, I think he has a lot more perspective on the matter than others do.
Alright, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate the water insulating mechanism.
Water. Oh.
Alen, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise. Thanks to his expertise in mechanics, he was able to implement a few simple measures to protect our home from flooding. I told him there was no need, that I would just move when the water rose too high.
But he probably did it
he knew a day like
because
this
he knew you would come back to the house.
All right, the
Or
silt
you,
has
at
been
least
cleared
someday
away.
you might feel nostalgic for it. Let's see.
Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. All right, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again.
Awesome. It's like how we do vacuum chambers too. Oh my gosh! No way! It looks like Anapausis. In fact, that makes sense that Anapausis would be based on
Where you used to live?
Alan and Mary and Gaeltan's real home.
Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. Who would have thought?
They thrived
If the
even
weather was
without you.
nice, I would take Alen out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Before long, we started bringing Polonia along too.
Oh,
Come to think of
Polonia.
it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Polonia always got stuck at some point, and it was up to me to launch a rescue mission.
Those sound like happy memories.
Happy? I suppose they were. Uneventful, but pleasant. Repetitive, but peaceful. It was like living in a world where time didn't exist. Of course, that was all just an illusion. Death still awaits all of us at the end.
Alan and Polonia are gone now.
All right, enough standing around. Let's head inside.
Enter the hidden dwelling. Yeah. Look at that, and there was a space for them to just spend time relaxing and enjoying the flowers. Definitely a tranquil retirement for someone like the Lord Artificer who did a lot throughout his lifetime. You know, his childhood, adult life, and old age were all significant times for Fontaine. And it's good that he had a peaceful end.
Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed.
Oh, right, Sandrone. I have something to give back to you.
What is it?
Your notebook. Yeah, I was wondering if he would give back the journal.
Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she?
Yeah.
And you... read the whole thing. Just so you know.
Yeah, well, we didn't know you were coming back, so I'm sorry.
At that very desk, to be exact. Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it. I can always start a new one. Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the gift Alen mentioned. Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Just try not to choke on the dust.
Got it. Once again, just remembering how
Polonia.
the Traveler is like the repository of memories of Tevat. the fact that we've read Sanjone's journal. I guess part of that means you will live on forever in our memories. All of them, memories. A few old toys that appear to be math-related. There are also some complex mathematical puzzles on the table.
Oh, I played with these when I was little. During the first few months after I was created.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
probably weren't little
at first,
physically,
Ellen and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia and I played together instead.
Yeah, these don't look like Paimon's kind of games.
Logic and math puzzles? Those happen to be my specialty. It's been so long. What do you say? Should we play a few rounds?
Yeah, sure, you pick the game.
Let's go with this one. The gears on the left are stacked from largest to smallest. The goal is to move them to the other side in the fewest number of moves. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one.
Okay. Okay, I'm already seeing this. Smaller gears must stay on top. Okay. To one side. So you mean the right side? Two. 3. 4. Oh, can I not? I don't know if I'm doing this in the fewest amount of moves. Move all the gears to the other side. Okay. Here, 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 here. Oh my gosh. I don't think I did this right. No. Whatever I'm doing here, I'm sure Sanjone did it in fewer moves. I can almost guarantee it. Can't move this one now. Can I try this as many times as I need to? You spend quite a lot of time thinking, don't you? Is that a good ending thing? Is that a bad ending thing? Is that just an insult? Hold on, I feel like I'm going in circles. I feel like I'm going insane. I had it up to the 4th gear, and now I feel like I'm just going in circles. Here, here. Here, here, here. This is breaking my brain. I highly doubt this is the smallest amount of moves. Okay. Here, here. Do that again. I almost got it. Nope. This goes here. This goes here. Here. I'm gonna... How many moves am I using here? That was wrong. No, that was right. Here we go. Sandroni's gonna do it in like 20 moves.
Looks like it took you a few extra moves. My first attempt was the same.
Okay, I'd say under 100 has to be not bad, but...
What did you think of the game?
I slipped up a couple times, so probably, like, how much did I do? Like 85? I slipped up a couple times, so I probably could have gotten around 80, but like... I don't know if you can do that in fewer moves. No, maybe 75. I'd say you can do it around 75 moves. I messed up a few of them, but... Okay, that was... It was fun.
You showed quite a bit of promise, too. We should do this again sometime. There
I
are
swear,
other
at least
puzzles
we do this
could
again.
try.
I like puzzles, though. That was a good challenge. It was just a lot for my poor brain. View picture. A faded old picture. Oh my gosh! We have that old Narcissus and Croix Ordo picture with all of them when they're young. Alan, Marianne, Renee Jacob, and Lyris, and when they're all kids. Now, even when they're adults, they took a picture together before they all had like their, falling out.
Wait, the people in this picture look kind of familiar.
Compare it to the picture that we have when they're kids.
Oh, this was taken when Alen and Renee were both still at the Fontaine Research Institute. Before their falling out.
Yeah.
In his later years, Alen would often sit by the fireplace and stare at this picture, wearing an expression somewhere between guilt and longing. He said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most, even if just to stop him.
Let's see. Do we have the picture here? It's in the pocket watch, right? I don't know if... Huh. I don't know if we have it. Do you think we still have it? I don't know. Marionette's notebook. Oh, we have so many pictures, but we don't have the Narcissus and Croix Ordo picture anymore. Oh, but I want to compare it to when they were young. Read manuscript. Oh, why is it lagging? There you go. Some yellowed pieces of paper and what look like letters.
Oh, these are some of Alen's drafts from his later years. Just casual doodles, really. And these are just some unimportant letters. I couldn't be bothered to sort through them before I left.
Is that really all there was to them? Some sort of mechanical workbench covered in all sorts of tools. Nothing a novice like me could make heads or tails of. Well, I'm sure you could use like that clamp-looking thing back there to pick up a piece of metal that's hot.
This was Alen's workbench. Later on, of course, it became mine. It's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Alen was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. I would sit and listen, chiming in with questions here and there. Later on, when he got too sick,
you got to pick the
I took
brain of
over
one of
and
the
would
most
work on
amazing
Polonia here.
inventors and engineers that Teyvat had ever seen.
Wow! This house is filled with so many memories! It's so cozy and charming!
Yeah, it seems like you had a good life here.
You should have seen it at its prime, when people actually lived here. A lit fireplace, a steaming cup of coffee. That's the real deal. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano that Alen built.
Really? What happened to the piano?
Chic! Alen never played it much. He probably wasn't able to at that point. But I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math after all.
That's true.
Once you learn the
I
pattern,
learned music theory
it's
when I
not
was
really
young,
that
but I
difficult.
kind of want to learn again because I feel
I
like I
loved
didn't
perusing Alen's
really
collection
understand
of
it back
classical
then.
music.
I wish I knew
The
more
chords
music
and
now.
harmonies felt like individual mathematical puzzles.
That's what
It
I
was
love about
fascinating.
that's
So I
the thing
did
about
some
classical
composing
music
as
too.
well.
Is
But as Alen
the
continued
way it's
to
structured is
deteriorate,
there's so many layers to it,
even the
patterns
sound
to
of
it.
music began to grate on his nerves. So I got rid of the piano.
Aww. You didn't even just
Back
keep it just as
then,
like
I
a
assumed
place
a
to put your
piano was
photos
like
on
an
top of,
ordinary
like
clothing rack.
everyone else does.
Commonplace in every home and easily replaceable.
Oh.
It was only after I left that I realized how hard a good piano is to find. Ahem. Enough about that. Alen's gift should be just in here. The only things undisturbed before I left were a few of his personal belongings.
Alright. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, most people just keep the piano in their house, even if they don't know one in the house plays it. Head for Alan's bedroom.
Wait, there's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Looks like it's locked with some kind of gear mechanism. Knowing you, Ellen, I'm guessing it goes like this.
Little Paimon just floats down there.
This? Got it. Am I a genius or what?
None
Let's see
are
here.
more genius than you.
A box?
Well, you gonna open it?
It's heavier than I was expecting. Just how much stuff is in here?
It's probably one heavy thing.
A letter? And a bunch of junk underneath it. None of it seems that important.
Well, you should probably read it first.
Wait a second. This
Yeah.
should be it.
A cube?
It's a multi-dimensional algorithmic core. Ellen would use it to store information.
Whoa.
Only Polonia and
So it's
I
like
have
a
access.
really advanced computer chip for it to vat?
All right, I'll start looking into the core and the letter. Feel free to go through the rest of the stuff and see if there's anything you
Sure. Thank you for inviting us to.
Okay. Hold on. There's another picture in here. This one has writing on the back.
Oh, it's a picture
A snapshot
her.
of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot. May you
I
grow
love there's a part
and
of her
flourish just as
main
they
theme
do.
that has a positive key now.
Huh?
Wow! Look how happy
That's
you
so
are
sweet.
in this picture. You've changed a lot since then, huh?
That was before she was as jaded as she is now. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of characters, especially among the Fatui Harbingers, like have a lot of past trauma. But compared to the rest of them, like Sandrone has actually stayed true to her roots a lot more than the rest. Like she hasn't forgotten where she came from, insofar as like she still has a connection to her past. It's not something that she's tried to sever away, like Arlecchino and her original days back in the House of the Hearth, Wanderer's entire story. I guess Tartaglia is another one. Like, I hope when we go to Snezhnaya we do get to meet his family. But you know, the rest of the Harbingers, like, their past is part of them, but they don't have like a present connection to the parts of their past like Sandrone and Tartaglia does. I was also thinking just now, like, how weird it is, like, the way we hang out with Sandrone now. Like, certain characters, it's weird the bond the Traveler forms with them. After, you know, the first time we met or heard about Sandrone was when she murdered her mechanical subordinates because they failed to get the job done with the whole Inefa thing. So, that was, that's quite the introduction. And then, of course, her threatening us, at the Adventurers Guild. Suffice to say, we've really come a long way. But I guess that's the difference between characters like Sandrone and, like, say, Dottore, is, like, the antagonist that you are morally at odds with, and, you know, the differences between you two are far too much to cast aside, versus the antagonist where, like, yeah, you shared a reason to be enemies for a bit, but you, not completely, like, you still have reasons to be friends too, which is actually us with most of the Harbingers, you know, Sandrone, Arlecchino, Capitano. I mean, we have ones like Tartaglia and Colombina who are like 100% our friends, I think. But in these cases, it's like, yeah, it's way more beneficial for us to work together than to be enemies. Compared to, say, like Dottore and Pantalone, it's like, nope, I'm never being your friends ever. Just my thoughts on how much we've grown alongside the Harbingers over the years.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that you come off kind of aggressive sometimes. Or, you know, annoyed at everyone around you?
Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with the problem.
I like her attitude on that.
Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of paper torn out from somewhere. Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on a construction problem the Institute has been stuck on for years. Am I a genius or what?
As you can see, Sandrone gets a lot of her wonderful quotes from Milan, ranging from right as rain to, am I a genius or what?
No, wait, that's
Or actually, wait, is that something she said?
From now on, I should have people address me as Her Highness.
Oh, wait, that was her.
Princess.
That was her all along. Alan kept it.
Nope. No more of that. I thought I tore this page out.
And I guess another question. What was her name before she became Sandrone? I kind of don't think Alan would have just called her Marianne, even though she was clearly inspired by Marianne. What would her name have been back then?
You wrote this? Then how did it get... Wait, there's more writing at the bottom.
This must be a letter.
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm sorry, but I could not help but hold on to it. Forgive me.
He even had to write an explanation note for when she inevitably found that he kept it all these years.
Ellen! Don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through a phase like that.
Their awkward teenager phase. Yeah, we've all been
Nonsense. I wasn't even the one who wrote that. It must have been Polonia.
there. Yeah, it's okay. We get it, Your Highness.
That's enough. I told you it was Polonia.
You
You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling around in the box.
Aw.
Just put it down and let me read the letter.
If anything, the gift that Alan would have left for her is probably not something physical. It's probably, you know, passing on his wishes for her to be able to live freely in this life.
To my little clockwork princess.
I guess that's for Polonia.
Not another word. Got that? If you're reading this,
Aww.
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't stumble across all this while cleaning out my effects or something trivial like that.
Alright,
I once asked if there was something
completed.
you wished for. Do you remember that? I wonder if time has changed your answer. Regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to come face to face with the anomaly inside of you.
Anomaly?
If you even still call her that. Why this gift? To understand that, allow me to wax poetic on the soul once again. I would ask you to stick with me until the end, but I know you will. You always have. I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. First, there's the birth that grants us life. Then,
There she
the birth
is.
of the soul. It's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us into the life we choose for ourselves. And to do that, we must look inward. We must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life instead of allowing the happenstance of our existence to pass us by. This is the process of recognizing the soul that lives within us. You are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. But to me, you have never been a creation or a machine. To me, you're just like the rest of us. You have a heart.
A heart.
In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more than a machine, and thought the product of its computations.
And you're no
So you
different from
see,
us.
perhaps we're not so different after all. Your inner machinery is just far more advanced than most. No matter how one looks at it, the heart is a complex thing. A place where logic and reason collide with our emotions. Your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. But it also granted you something that, on the surface, might seem contradictory. Emotion. Emotions and logic often clash with each other, and those instances of discord can accumulate over time. That is the source of what you refer to as the anomalies within you.
We all have that then, Sandrone.
As you told me once, you've always known what you don't want. Yet you've never wished for anything in particular. Similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without being able to fully visualize its form, such is your relationship with your soul. So, what I leave you now is this: a formula that will allow you to see the shape of your soul. For if you want to protect your heart, you must first be able to recognize it within yourself.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely up to you. You are, and always have been, free to do as you wish. Regardless, whether by my formula or some other means, I trust you will know your heart one day. You always were a fast learner. And the smartest person I've ever known. Ellen.
Ellen.
Oh,
Yeah. What is this formula? But if nothing else, this is the ultimate proof that, just like Wanderer, just like Inefa, our mechanical friends are just as capable of feeling emotion and pain as we are. In fact, maybe even more so. And so perhaps that, the conflict between logic and emotion is even stronger for them than it is for us. And it's pretty strong for us too. But it's just also, throughout the story, so touching to see how much Ellen cared for her until the very end. And even knowing that she would live far longer than he would, left all these things so that way he could rest knowing that Sandrone would be okay in this world, and someday, when however long it takes, she would find her wish, her answers, whatever it is, the way that she wishes to live her life. Yeah, he's a good parent, for sure. You alright?
I'm fine. I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get out of here and then we can use it.
you made up your mind already? You're gonna do it?
Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the reason I came here in the first place.
Do you, need our help?
No. I can do this on my own.
Yeah, I think this is a battle she needs
But-
to face on her own.
Do you want to watch?
What do you mean?
I mean, I guess we're
I
always
already
that
know what
person that is
anomaly
with
I need to resolve.
the characters as they
Like
go through
Ellen
their
said,
emotional
she's an
struggles.
amalgamation of all the times my logic algorithms have clashed with my emotions.
And by resolve, you mean that literally? Or...
Yes.
But if you
So,
let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting us see a bunch of your, you know, inner thoughts?
I feel like we're
and
skipping
secrets?
over a big part of this. It's just how are we going to bear witness to this? How, like, do we have to plug in our brains to Sandrone? How does this will work? But by literally, I mean, does that mean either your logic or emotions will win out? Or does that mean you're just going to untangle them and have them, you know, be more free instead of always fighting each other?
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be... born anew. Or whatever. This is your chance
Or
to be lucky
whatever,
enough to witness
which
it.
is quite the thing to
Besides, you
say when
already
you're
read
literally
my
going
whole
to be born
diary.
anew.
When it comes to keeping my innermost thoughts to myself, well, I think that ship has sailed.
You're really sure about this?
So don't make her question it.
How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as friends, and
Yay,
you want to
we're her
question
friends.
it. I'm not gonna offer a second time.
Then we'd be honored, and thank you for saying that, Sandrone.
Enough with the mushy stuff. Just follow me.
And also, I love the detail of how Sandrone, personality-wise, is completely different from Marianne. Like, complete polar opposite of Marianne. And that's fine, because Alan never wanted her to have to be anything in particular. He wanted her to be herself, even though he created her in Marianne's image.
All right. With the numerological array, I can construct a simple formula that will allow you to experience what I see and hear in real time.
Oh, just like St. Lolly's scent sharing technique. Been there, done that.
Sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her sleeve.
She
The
has a few.
arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Being able to achieve a similar result through both isn't surprising.
Yeah, when
Anyway,
you really
let's
think
get
about
this
it, you
show on
think
the road.
magic and science are so
But
different,
no
but
comments from the
they
peanut
can-
gallery, okay?
they have some
I
similarities.
know I offered, but I still don't want any interruptions.
Got it, just watching. Thankfully, being behind the screen, I can talk as much as I want, or as little as I want, and I don't have to talk that much. What is this place?
Is this my heart? No, it's probably just the result of a lens formula. A space dedicated to resolving anomalies. Huh. But it looks like the walls are all... mirrors?
Because you have to look
You made
in
it. About time.
yourself.
Is that me? From the past? You just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. What happens when emotion contradicts reason? Shall we sit down and talk?
Wow, this is a lot more civil than I thought it would be. They're just gonna talk, they're not gonna, like, fight or anything like that. Sit, that's the only instruction. Alright.
That should do it. Hello? My name is Alain Guillotin. Can you hear me?
Brings back memories, doesn't it? The time we spent here.
Here. I want you to have this.
A notebook?
You can use it to write things down.
I don't need to write things down. I have unlimited memory.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right? You can use it to write about the things that matter.
So you wish me to carry out a basic priority sorting operation?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. But journaling is also an act of finding oneself.
Yeah, you can see in the beginning, she still was thinking very robotically, which is, you know, what I would think would be normal for someone who is a machine. I'm noticing her headband now is so much sparklier than the headband she used to have.
Much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, what we choose to write down gives the soul much needed direction. In the act of choosing what to forget and what to hold on to, we decide what kind of person we want to become.
I don't understand. Like I said earlier, I don't need something like this. This is where we were born, where our life began. Mornings of tending to the garden, afternoons spent cleaning, reading, or studying, evenings of cozying up by the fire, listening to Alen share stories about his past.
And one other detail, too, is in, you know, her character teaser, animated short, and this. They're very careful to never show Alan's face, because even though Sandrone has unlimited memory, she's probably started to forget what he looks like now, right?
Alen,
What is it?
what are you drinking?
Coffee?
Oh, this? It's coffee. It, makes me more productive.
I want to try it.
She probably won't like it, that's probably why she does
Okay.
tea.
Here.
Like me, I don't like coffee, that's why I drink tea.
Bitter.
Oh my gosh, same.
Speaking of, why did you design me with senses? Taste, smell, touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure. It just felt like the right thing to do. I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day, and that you deserve to experience all life has to offer.
Oh. Still bitter. But the smell is nice. I thought
Happy
those
memories.
peaceful days would go on forever. You know that's not possible. Maybe. But how was I supposed to know the end was just around the corner? That was just bad luck. Was it? Well, it certainly became a pattern, now didn't it?
Oh? Then what happened?
Over time, one of the habits we picked up from Alen was a love of coffee. We even took to hosting tea parties.
Oh yeah, so you have tea, not
a
coffee.
machine acting like a human. Kind of laughable, right?
This is why we need to see a Wanderers and Drone interaction.
I suppose that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad.
Hey!
Great spot
It's our
for a
boy
party.
child!
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited. Anyone care to explain?
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere, and I had to see what that was about.
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her. And Columbina
It's funny to
suggested
imagine
looking
these two
here.
going to the tea party, but it's
Tartaglia
also
and I
such a
were
sweet memory
unaware
too.
that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't be for long.
Oh, well, she's...
Whatever. Just add it to
She's
the
not
list of
saying you
annoying
can't
things that have happened
stay.
today.
Well,
What's one
yeah.
more? Since you're here, you might as well stay for a cup of tea.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged,
Just imagining
Sandrone.
Tartaglia and
Look
Capitano
who
just
we
talking.
have here.
Oh, Senora!
Good thing I brought extra desserts. This
Rosalina,
has turned into
miss
quite
you.
the occasion.
Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured,
Oh my
I won't
gosh.
sully your gathering with talk of work. We can have our discussion later.
Except for Senora, like all the reasonable harbingers are here.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out from under you.
And by the way, why do they all call her Rosaline when usually they call each other by their code names and not their real names?
I'd like to see you try.
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related.
Oh, she was still the damselette.
I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. One by one, people just kept barging in. And then, one by one, they left without a word.
Aww.
Yeah, pretty annoying.
I mean, Arlecchino and Sir Teddygal are still there. Oh, the game with Columbina on Moon Prayer Night. Talk to Columbina. I'll miss you, Sandrone.
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, they were my favorite. Goodbye, Sandrone.
Aww. The last time they saw each other alive.
Don't go, Columbina. We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, would the story have had a different ending? She couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have just faded away.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, ironically, this is the way it had to happen. That, if you really think about it, despite them being separated, despite Sandrone literally dying and Columbina literally being sent back in time and almost fading away, this was actually the only way they would ever get to meet peacefully again in this world.
You're right. I suppose that's why you call me an anomaly. Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. My voice, asking to contradict all logic and reason. Why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it? Or not to have fought at all? Don't you find it unfair? One by one, we keep losing the things we care about the most. But in the end, whether I want to fight for something or cry over all we've lost, you just push it down and pretend not to hear.
I think Skirk went through a similar thing like this. Had stopped listening to her inner voice, remembering who she really was. But this all comes back to what Sandrone was saying at the beginning. Why would you go to the effort of making this beautiful aquarium if we're just gonna release all the fish and return the ship at the end anyway? And then, well, because it's fun. And the memories we're gonna have doing it are gonna be great. The aquarium's gonna get preserved in the film, and we might be able to bring some of our friends over as visitors and have a good time. It's just like right now the World Cup is going on. It's exciting to be in a host city for the World Cup. And part of me does think about how sad it's gonna... Oh, so much energy in the city. It's going to be so sad when it's all over. And, you know, right now the world just seems to have like a little bit more unity than usual. And it'll be all sad when everybody goes home and we all just keep carrying on our lives not together the way we have been. But we're all gonna smile because it happened, right? It's a beautiful experience for us to all come together like this and share a love of sport together and put aside any differences we might have. We will smile because it happened, and that's exactly what Anomaly Sandrone is saying too, is... What did she say? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it, or to have not fought at all? Or not to have fought at all? Yeah. It's flickery. No, Polonia. This never happened in the real life, though. She never got to stand before
And
Polonia.
now, even Polonia, the other half of Elend's legacy. The last remaining member of our family. Even Polonia is no longer with us. I did everything I could. But it's just like Elend always said. Polonia was one of a kind. There was no replicating what he managed to create. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? Like, even the things we have left are slowly slipping away. I suppose. But you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience loss, there are always new things to be gained. Ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like the more I care about something, the faster the world takes it away.
No, it always seems like that, doesn't it?
It sounds so stupid, but I can't help it. That's the hand life has dealt me time and time again. Why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have had it at all. Better if it would all just disappear.
Oh, the Wanderer vibes. If only it just had never been born.
Dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin appeared because of me. Because of what I wish for. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. What an anomaly wants goes against all logic and reason after all. Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you?
Resolve how?
Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely? Like debugging a code? That
You
might
can't
actually
kill your
be a mercy.
emotions.
I don't care. I just don't want to experience the pain of loss ever again. Go ahead. I'm ready.
She's going to break her out and set her free. Learn to love yourself.
Why? Why do we keep losing everything we care about? I know it hurts, but that's life. I wish... I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good to see. Yeah. Sandrone. Thank goodness. I had hoped when she said resolve, it would mean to essentially untangle the differences between her logical and emotional side and reaccept that part of herself. Just like Skirk did too. But yeah. The thing is, you can't, in all of us, you can't only have your logical or emotional side. They have to find harmony with each other and balance each other out. If your emotional side is the only thing taking control, you will just live in despair all the time because yes, life is hard and you lose so much. And you need that logical side to help yourself pick yourself up again and tell you that the people that you lost, the things that have faded into the past, wouldn't want you to be trapped in the past. They would want you to move on. But at the same time, the logical side needs the emotional side, because sometimes the emotional decision is... Well, think about Sandrone throwing herself in front of us, completely willing to give her life for the plan. There was logic to that in terms of having to save the traveler had to be alive in order for the plan to work. But in the end, she also did it because she knew she had to save Columbina. She did it for Columbina. And for the people of the world. And, well, there just has to be harmony. If you lock up one or the other, you aren't yourself. So, I think that's a really beautiful way to put it, is especially for someone like Sandrone, a machine who can have those things physically be separated, that even she needs to have her logic and emotions be in balance together as one, not tangled but intertwined. And in the end just becoming just like we are as humans.
I'm fine.
It's okay to cry, you know.
Cry? You've got to be kidding me. Save the comforting for someone who needs it, Paimon.
Also, can she physically cry? Just
the emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Ellen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice all this time.
Yeah. And I guess... But it's also such a beautiful depiction to show her hugging her emotional side, comforting her, telling that side of herself it's okay to cry. It's life. Being that logical side and telling her that you can't avoid loss in life, but not being harsh towards, being kind to her other self too. Telling her, yes, this is part of life, but it's also okay to cry, and it's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to mourn and to grieve over what you once had that's no longer there. It's very validating. The way they depicted that is very beautiful, because it's very validating to show that even though the logical, like I guess the left brain, right brain in humans, I guess, even though they seem to be complete opposite things, they have to work together in harmony for you to be who you are. And just it's just a really beautiful depiction to see Sandrone, the logical side of her, still willing to hold tight to the emotional side and let her know that she is loved and her pain is real. And yes, we have to move on, but it will be okay. I think that it very delicately treads that line. The way they write in this story is, in Genshin, in fact, it's just so beautiful.
I suppose. Huh. Come to think of it, it's kind of like the aquarium on the ship.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Aquarium? The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. So I stopped putting in the effort. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away, and the place became even more bleak and depressing. Pretty pathetic, right?
Don't say that. A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows how much you care about what you have.
This is something that many humans go through too. The fact that you're going through it, it's the most human nature of all. What about now?
Now? After seeing what you've done with the aquarium, I have to admit.
I feel bad. I haven't done anything with the aquarium.
It's like you said. We get to keep the things we gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced. Because we choose to hold them in our hearts.
Well said!
Yeah.
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid not to make the most of this second chance.
Then about your wish.
Right. Earlier you, or your inner self, mentioned something about her wish. What was it?
Although, Paimon, usually it's not good to say your wish aloud.
You think that's something you can just ask,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you.
Everyone has that be their
Think
secret,
again.
but maybe it will
I
become
may have
obvious soon enough.
accepted my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and pour my heart out.
Yep, still the same old Sandrone. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, it doesn't change who she is as a person. It just makes her more
Taking a
herself.
step in the right direction couldn't hurt. Starting with cleaning some old aquarium tanks of my own. Huh? Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's head back to the ship. I need to talk to that shaman.
Alright, sounds good. Return to the Winglet. Whoa, so can we... Here once lived Alan Guillotin, Sandrone, and Polonia. Amidst flourishing flowers and grasses, all is quiet and at peace. Time passes gently throughout this place, bearing witness to everything that unfolded within this home. Wow, that's interesting to see the parallels to Anapostis in there. I wonder if this place will be permanent, even if the Winglet is not. Let's head back. Here we go.
Huh? Resentful lost souls?
What are you
couldn't
talking
get
about?
comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So
Yeah.
that's where the emotions within the water converge as well.
And also where the souls of those that were dissolved into the primordial sea cry out in despair, eternally damned to be... Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, if you are somebody with great telepathy and hearing, that's probably not a good place to stay.
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just the beginning. I should have been able to hear their voices or something.
And under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem is, these souls are no longer complete.
Remind me how they ended up like that again? You mentioned something about them being split apart?
Yeah, they were all primordial.
It's called soul severing. Renee of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo came up with it.
Oh yeah, explain this.
After learning of Fontaine's impending doom, Renee thought if he could find a means for the soul to live on in perpetuity, it might ensure the world's salvation. Soul severing was the first step of his research.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his theory of the four orthants was imperfect at the time, and a failure along the way caused his physical form to dissipate.
As well as Carter's. Dude, I cannot find evidence of if I encountered this place in my own playthrough of the Narcissus Ordo questline, but I saw a thing on like Twitter like about like Carter, Renee's assistant or something, who got sick. Who one of the books when we went through the book of esoteric revelations, one of the texts was about him, I think. But anyway, like how he got turned into like this pile of goo as a result of Renee's experiments, and then he's like this pile of goo is still screaming out in pain because it's like him forever alive and screaming out in pain in this pile of goo. Yeah. Anyway, then Renee eventually did it to himself and became Narcissus, the monster. So
Jakob, another member of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo, sought to carry on Renee's legacy and restore his physical form. He even used some of the people who stood in his way as test subjects for his research.
By severing their souls?
yeah, they were not the most
After
ethical.
Renee successfully
bunch.
awakened, the two continued their research, and all the severed souls ended up merging into Renee's consciousness.
Becoming Narcissus.
After you saved Fontaine by turning Fontanians into true humans, these souls returned
Well, I
to
didn't
the
do
land.
that. Nebulette was the one who did
But
that.
the souls severed before Renee
It was
awakened
how she
had
cast the
nowhere to
spell
go.
of turning
Doomed
them
to
into real
forever
humans.
wander the waters of Fontaine as listless spirits.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world. Unrecognized by the ley lines or fate. No wonder I couldn't sense them.
What I remember from the Narcissus and Croy's Ordo questline is essentially the whole thing is Renee felt like he knew better for what the world needed than what the world itself knew. Like Thanos. Like, he thought he knew better than the world itself and didn't really want to give them a choice in the matter. We're all going to become this soul amalgamation goo, and then we're going to survive. Or something like that. I don't remember the details. But, I mean, he was audacious enough, probably never cared. Is this actually what people want? Do people actually want to live on forever in the form of goo? But you feel sad then for the souls, you know. All the experiments happened with the Narcissus and Croy's Ordo, with the whole primordial water, experiments with Marcel. Yeah. Those are all these people who aren't going to get to rest in peace. Yeah. Breaking free from fate was also one of Renee's goals back then.
Not only that, but over time, they began to fuse with other entities. Their inner resentment lured in all sorts of evil beings, which corrupted and defiled them into nothing more than accumulations of filth. But the full transformation must have been recent. Otherwise, the Udex surely would have
What do you mean,
noticed.
full transformation?
Wait, no, he must know already. That would explain the underwater Melazine patrols.
What?
No wonder I kept running into
Since
officers
when
from the
was there
Mars
some
Chaussee
full
Phantom
amalgamation
earlier.
that we knew
In
about?
that case, let's go find Nervalette and we can sort it out together.
I mean, we can do that. Sandrone can't
No,
do that because
not
of
just
the
yet.
whole diplomatic issues of a Harbinger just waltzing into the Palais Mermonia.
For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though I haven't reported back to Snezhnaya yet, I'm not planning to leave the Fatui anytime soon.
Yeah, so she can't do it herself.
Besides, with me here, success is a done deal. Involving other people would
All
just
right, Your
complicate
Highness,
things.
Clockwork Princess.
All I need is for Miss Seat Lolly to help pinpoint the location of this monstrosity. Think you can do it?
With my eyes closed. This is what I do. I'm a lot better at it than manning a desk.
This
at
is her
least.
actual job.
But, how exactly do you plan on resolving this soul stuff? Even to me, there's no obvious answer. Seems pretty complicated, all things considered.
Just trust me. I have the perfect solution.
I love her smug
If you're
face.
that confident, we'll follow your lead. Why the sudden interest in helping Fontaine with this, Sandrone? You never knew Renee and the others, right?
And how do you even... when
No,
did we
I
even find out
didn't.
about this anomaly?
And you're right. This problem has nothing to do with me. I wouldn't get within 10 feet of the Narcissus and Croy's Ordo or its members.
But they're all
But-
dead.
In his later years, Elen told me he regretted not helping his best friend when he needed it the most.
Yeah.
He also felt sorry towards Marianne for being too lost in his mechanical research to look after her properly. If he were still with us, I think he'd do the same. He might have a few choice words to say about it, but even after everything, he wouldn't leave his friend's mess for someone else to clean up.
Yeah.
Friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets. Fixing what happened between him and Renee was one of his greatest wishes. All I'm doing is fulfilling it in
Yeah.
his stead.
You know, you really do seem a little different now.
Yeah, you made a decision based on your
everything that
emotions.
just happened wasn't for nothing. Why, thank you for pointing out the obvious, Paimon.
Yeah. But yeah, I sense Ellen really did want to set Renee on the right path, and instead Renee just strayed further and further away. So, thankfully Sandrone is still here to be able to carry out that last wish. That at least maybe it didn't all end in just shattered pieces. Yeah. Giving those aquarium tanks a good cleaning, huh?
Just washing off the grime of the past. Turns out, a lot can build up after being ignored for so long.
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some grand adventure and what? Now they have their own private code?
Stupid.
We can hear you, Sweet Lolly.
All right then, Sweet Lolly. Tracking this thing down is up to you.
Huh? Oh, right. No problem.
You've got this, Granny Eatsley!
You've got this, Granny Eatsley.
You, come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Right now. Why? Because I said so.
What if I say
Miss
no?
Guillotin? I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning. Just need a drink or two first.
Why do
before
I have to
setting
be
up.
there for the drink?
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
Huh? Huh? Those. She's pretty funny. Oh, Sweet Lolly. View Marionette's picture. Aww, she has them both on her desk now. Oh, that's hers. And then the Narcissus and Cora's picture. Look at them after they all grew up. And if only those precious days could have stayed like that forever and ever. But yeah, I just think the way they write the story in this game is always so beautiful. And the way they depicted Sandrone resolving those inner differences with herself.
Listless, abandoned souls. An accumulation of resentment and filth.
Yeah. This is her office. Let's go check out the aquarium one last time. But yeah. I think I've said everything I need to say. On here. Just... I hope now... Definitely they're building up to the reunion of Columbina and Sandrone. Can't wait to see how the movies end up. But... yeah. The thing is, Sandrone, you have a second chance at life. Whether or not you're willing to lose everything, or whether you don't want it to... Whether or not you're afraid of losing everyone, is what I mean to say. The truth is, you have a second chance now. You get to live this life again and meet Columbina again. Both of you being in a better place than you were before. And, well, I look forward to that. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! Why can't we just tell Neuvillette to hold off on the Melusine thing? Anyway, bye-bye!